I really don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure yet.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just don't.
What do you want to be when you grow up? This is a tricky question. At some point or another, everyone wants to be a teacher or a firefighter, maybe a police officer or doctor. Some want to be in the Olympics, or even play professional football. While we do not often think about it, especially when we're kids with almost limitless dreams, we all want to be healthy. We want to have good friends, and we want to do fun things with them and enjoy their company. As parents, we think a lot about the future. What school is best for our kids? What activities will help prepare them? How do I teach them to be respectful, responsible, to make good decisions, to take care of themselves? Often, there are more questions than answers.
If you give her your way, look for me.
It is with more questions than answers that 4,000 people descended on the campus of the University of North Florida for the second annual First Coast Kids Triathlon. While swimming, biking, and running were the headline activities of the day, preparation for many participants had started months earlier. In fact, more than 400 kids successfully completed a 7-week training program leading up to the big event. An estimated 10,000 hours of physical activity occurred as 1,005 kids got ready for race day. Nearly 30 organizations put together teams that, in total, helped register more than 500 kids. Amazingly, there were more than 600 first-time triathletes in the field. And very few of these kids would have tackled this challenge without the camaraderie of friends, the encouragement of coaches, and the support of parents. With the thousands of hours of preparation complete, packet pickup and all the related activities took center stage. It was time to start answering some of the questions necessary for a successful day of races. Hosted by Donna Murphy of 1010XL, our pre-race pep rally helped things shift into high gear. We had the opportunity to learn about the course, to meet all the celebrity big kids, and to be inspired by a variety of talented guests. It was time to get fired up. It was time to let everyone know nothing was going to stand between you and the finish line.
Ready.
Race day started bright and early with the opening of transition at 6:15 a.m. Once more than 900 bikes were placed into position, the final race briefing was held. The national anthem was sung, and it was time for the youngest participant to hit the pool.
You're watching, so let's go.
108 boys and 105 girls comprised the 8 and under wave. Quickly, anxiety turned to focus as the participants expertly snaked their way through 4 laps of the pool. Upon finishing their swim, they headed to transition to gear up for their one loop around the closed bike course. Bikes of all shapes and sizes took to the road that was lined by cheering fans and made extra safe through the direction of the Velobrew bike team. With the bike segment completed, these youngsters headed back to the track for their half-mile run. As the 8 and unders were finishing their race, the 9 and 10-year-olds were getting organized. By far the largest wave, these 307 young athletes donned their blue swim caps and were ready to show their stuff. While finishing remained the primary goal, the level of competition was clearly turned up a notch. As top swimmers, soccer players, and baseball players from across the First Coast had a chance to see how they would fare in the sport of triathlon. Like the 8 and unders, these kids completed the 100-yard swim, 3-mile bike, and 1/2-mile run with hard work, lots of encouragement, and hundreds of smiles. Just a few minutes near the finish line, and any time throughout the morning, made it easy to recognize the power of what these kids had achieved. For many, the day started with a sense of nervousness and concern. For almost everyone, it ended with a huge amount of pride and accomplishment. Nowhere was this more evident than on the faces of the 895 finishers and their parents.
We belong together.
Once the final 9 and 10-year-olds crossed the finish line, and the course was reset for the longer distances of the senior division. Like their junior counterparts, these triathletes were broken into two waves. Next to enter the water, the 11 and 12-year-olds sporting fashionable red swim caps. Many had watched younger brothers and sisters race earlier. Now it was time for them to show everyone how it was done. Without a doubt, the doubling of distances to a 200-yard swim, 6-mile bike ride, and 1-mile run made this a serious challenge. Fortunately, more than half of the 208 kids in this wave had already completed at least one triathlon. The final march to the start ushered 127 silver caps to the pool. These 13 to 15-year-olds brought a level of focus and determination not seen in the junior division. Impressively, 100% of the young adults who started in this wave finished, and everyone left with a strong sense of accomplishment. Backed by popular demand, the Celebrity Big Kid Race once again served as the grand finale to race day. A wave start added to the excitement as an estimated 2,000 fans lined the course to watch our big kids strut their stuff. The 2010 race featured 11 athletes, ranging from a first-time triathlete to an Olympic hopeful. Start to finish, there was strong competition, with Kevin Collington defending his 2009 title. In addition, there was an exciting photo finish for second place. As the results were tabulated, a new addition for 2010 took center stage. The first ever Kids Triathlon raffle was made possible through generous donations of more than 14 organizations. As a result, 32 kids walked away with prizes worth more than $4,000. And 3 very lucky kids went home as owners of brand new road bikes. Once the raffle was complete, special presentations were made to the Challenged Athlete Foundation and to the YMCA of Florida's First Coast. In total, more than $25,000 was donated to kids-focused charities as a result of our 2010 event. With final results in hand, it was time for Tom Patton to introduce the 66 fastest kid triathletes on the First Coast. 3-time Olympic gold medalist Nancy Hogshead McCarr helped recognize the champions who came from as far north as Savannah and as far south as St. Petersburg. As the last award was given out, it became readily apparent that thousands of questions had been answered. For each of the 895 finishers who helped make this the largest kids triathlon in the United States, there were no longer any questions about finishing. The nervousness and anxiety were replaced with confidence. For parents, pride filled the thoughts once reserved for apprehension and concern. In fact, some kids may even have gained a better idea of what they want to be when they grow up.
Professional tennis player.
A shoe designer.
A doctor.
A marine biologist. An FBI agent.
A pro triathlete.
While every participant, and even some parents, may not know what they want to be when they grow up, almost everyone left the UNF campus with a couple of thoughts in mind. Everyone left with a renewed appreciation of what it means to be healthy and active, and everyone left with a better understanding of what it means to be a triathlete. For long after the days of soccer and basketball, baseball and football, triathlon will be a sport that everyone can enjoy. It will be something everyone can make a part of their healthy, active lives. It will be something everyone can enjoy with friends and family. Thank you for being an important part of the 2010 First Coast Kids Triathlon. And we look forward to seeing you again during early May 2011.
Be happy.